started. Thank you so much for coming to the Manhattan and New Lenox Triad. We have a lot of new faces here and a lot of familiar faces. We're very happy you came out on this beautiful day to our presentation. Today's speaker is Anna Sarsfield. Yay! She is the Adult and Teen Outreach Coordinator for the New Lenox Library. And her topic today is phone basics, which is going to be very beneficial. So we hope that you follow along, you ask questions at the end, and we're excited for this presentation. Thank you, Anna.
Of course, thank you. Me too. Thank you for the introduction. Yes, so I do a lot of presentations like these. I attend community events. I visit a lot of our junior and high schools. But one of the things I get to do is like presentations like phone basics and all the fun technology presentations. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So an overview of what we're going to go over. We're going to go over a lot of phone basics. Then I'm going to give you a bunch of library resources that we have. We have phenomenal tech resources at the library. We'll go over those at the end that you can utilize and come in if you have further questions after this presentation, but I can also answer your questions after this presentation as well. And we'll have a Q&A session. But keep in mind, if you have any questions as we go through the slides, just raise your hand, I can answer them. Or if you want me to expand on a slide, I can do that as well. Just let me know. I'm here to help you. And also I have some trivia sprinkled in, so it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Okay, so getting started, I'm just curious, how many of you guys have Apple smartphones? Okay, yeah, that's a bit. And how many people have Android? Okay, so we have a good amount in here. So in this presentation, a lot of the examples are done on an Apple phone, but the great thing with the basics is that a lot of the functions are very similar. So on Android, when you make a phone call, it's very similar to an Apple. When you're texting, it's very similar. There just might be slight differences, like the color of the app, or maybe an icon looks a little different. But for the most part, with the basics, they're all pretty similar. Okay, so on an iPhone, we're just going to talk about turning your phone on and off. I'm curious, how many of you turn on and off your phone every day? Do you guys do it every day? No, me neither. But it's still good to know. I turn my phone on and off a lot when I have like a software update, or I turn my phone on and off a lot if my phone is like frozen or doing something weird and I'm not sure what's happening. I just turn it off and then turn it back on. So it's a good thing to know. So to turn the phone on, you're going to press and hold the side button here on the Apple phone. You're going to hold that down for about 3 or 5 seconds, and then your Apple logo is going to show. This is pretty similar on the Android as well. And then to turn the phone off, you are going to press and hold the side button. So that side button we just used to turn on the phone, you're going to press, and then you're going to press your volume up button. Sometimes on the side of your phone, depending on what your phone you have, it might have a plus sign or it might have a minus sign. You're going to hold those down for about 3 to 5 seconds, and this picture is going to show up. On the top, it's going to say slide to power off. You're also going to have the option for medical ID and emergency call. We won't go over that today. But to slide to power off, you're going to press on that power icon. You're going to hold it down, slide it over, and then quickly release it. And that's going to slide. That's going to turn your phone off.
Oh, that's on
That's on Apple, yes. But for Android, usually you're tapping power off. That power off icon on the Android is typically what you're doing with the Android phone.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so unlock and lock the phone. Do you guys usually have a lock on your phone? This might look like face recognition. It might look like a PIN, a password. Okay, yeah, so a lot of people do use it. They opt in to use it. It's a good thing to have. It's a good security measure. You can also opt in to not have it, and all you would do is swipe to unlock your phone.
Nice.
Right? Yeah, we can talk after the presentation for sure if you want me to set that up for you. It can be changed in settings. It's a good thing to have. Android is commonly the pattern or face recognition. Apple is commonly the PIN or face recognition as well. So there's a lot of different ones. All of these here work to lock and unlock your phone. Another question I commonly get is like, I'm losing battery. How can I save my battery? I always say make sure your screen is locked. So commonly someone might come up, especially at the library, and they'll be like, my phone, I'm losing battery all the time. I need it to last all day. I'm out and about. A lot of the time their phone is just left open from whatever app they were using previously. Maybe they were texting a family member. Pardon?
And it's still running.
Yes, and it's still running, exactly, yes. So then all you have to do, it's always these side buttons, but you're gonna click that same side button you would use in the previous slides, click it once, that's gonna lock your screen, and that's also gonna help your battery, like it's gonna save battery on your phone as well. So that is great to utilize, especially if you feel that your battery is running low. Okay.
What's that one side button?
That one side button right on the side. That will just lock your screen. Your screen will it'll turn into your lock screen, whatever your lock screen picture is, and then eventually it will time out, and then your screen might turn black temporarily. So it kind of just saves the battery there.
That one to that.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look. So you're in the right place. So you're already probably on your lock screen. So when you click it, yes, it's gonna look like this. So her lock screen
yes,
looks like this.
Yeah.
Yes, so you're good, and then it just times out. It dims out like that. So yeah, not too bad. But of all these lock screen features, we need Jeopardy music. I don't have that, but we'll pretend. Which of these can be used to unlock a smartphone? Swipe, pin, pattern, password, fingerprint, face recognition, or all of the above? All of the above, yes. Exactly, all of those can be used depending on your smartphone. Okay, so changing the volume. You have your volume up button and your volume down button on the side of your phone. We kind of talked about the volume up button. Sometimes, like I said, they have a plus and minus on the phone. Some phones don't. It depends what your phone you have. But a lot of these, I always say, I have people that come in, they say like, I'm talking on the phone, I can't hear what someone's saying, or it could be that that person's talking so loud they need it turned down. It just depends. But while you're on the phone, you can just adjust with the volume by pressing those two side buttons up and down as needed. This is just showing the ringer moving up. So it's just kind of to give you an example that it moves up and down. It's great to use during a call or if you're watching a video. Any of those, and it's just a good thing to know because we're constantly turning our volume up and down. Okay, so now we're getting into the touch screen. So this is a picture of my phone home screen. Your home screens may look a little different because you can move apps around, you can download apps. This is how mine looks. This is my main page. The home screen's important because it has so many apps on it. It's gonna have all the ones that come pre-installed on your phone. So that's gonna look like a call, a message, the weather app, photos or gallery if you have an Android. Those are all commonly like downloaded on your phone. They're good to use. And the home screen, I always say, is like, if you're on an app, say you're texting and you're like, I don't want to be on here anymore, I can't find a way back. A lot of the time you just have to swipe up or press the home button, depending on which smartphone you have, and you get back to your home screen. So you're back to your home base and then you can start fresh. So I always say, when in doubt, swipe up, yes.
All right. What happens to me a lot,
Okay.
because I carry it in a little pouch,
Yes.
when I get it out, I must put too much of a thumb on, and I lose one of the apps. It disappears.
Does it delete maybe?
Huh?
Is it deleting maybe?
Well, it disappears, so then I have another page where I try to keep certain apps,
Okay.
and then I put it back on the home screen.
Oh, yes. Okay, so you're able to retrieve it back. You're able to get it back
If I
sometimes.
remember which one is.
Okay, yes. See, that's hard because it probably is just getting like,
So
you know,
I
when
had
it's
to
in the
take a picture
pocket.
of my phone one time and put it on, so I know
That's a good idea.
what app is supposed to be there, but almost every time I turn it back on, one of the apps is gone.
Oh no, it might be because if it is in your pocket, like you say, it could be getting, like the touchscreens are very sensitive sometimes.
Is there
So
any
it
way
could
to
be,
toughen that up?
oh, that's a good question. I don't know a way, but we can look into it. So afterwards, maybe I can look into it and see if we could find a solution. So to kind of navigate your touchscreen, you have the swipe. So you can slide your fingers up, down, left, and right to navigate. You might have multiple pages on your home screen. So you might have like 4 pages. You might just have one, depending on how many apps you have on your phone. Everyone's phone is going to be a little different. If you want to click on an app, for example, you can see I'm clicking on my Apple Wallet there. You just tap directly on it and your app should open up. That should be the same across all smartphones. Just tap it, it opens it up for you. Then, as I kind of was saying before, if you're in an app and you're like, get me out of here, I don't want to be in this anymore, swipe up or hit that home button. It's going to bring you right back to the main screen, and that's usually where you want to be because that's usually where you're making your choice, like you want to make a call or a text. So that's a good place to go. Okay, So, what do you call the main screen on a smartphone that shows app icons like phone, messages, and camera? What do we call that? Yes, it is your home screen. Perfect. Okay, so now I want to make a call. I want to call the New Lenox Library. I want to chat with my coworkers. Up here, I have my phone in the lower left-hand corner. It's a green phone app icon. Yours will probably look similar. Usually it just looks like a telephone. You're going to click right on there. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to dial the phone number. So if you have the phone number memorized, you're going to go to keypad. You're going to type in the number. I typed in New Lenox Library's number. And then you're going to tap the green call button. But another really great way that you can contact people, and the way that I usually contact people, because I don't have a lot of phone numbers memorized, and I should. I only have a few. But I go to my contacts. So also, right under here, you have contacts. So you're going to click on contacts. When I click on contacts, it's going to give me a search bar. I'm going to be able to type in the contact that I want to get to. For example, I used test contact.
Oh, you're on the smartphone. Okay. Keep going.
Yes. Let me know if you have a question, though. You're going to go ahead, click right up here. You're going to type in test contact. And then in the upper hand corner over there, it's going to say call. You would just tap call. So there's two ways that you can call. That's going to be by using the keypad or by finding the contact that you want to call in the app. Perfect. Okay, so then we have a true or false. So you can make a call either by dialing a number using the keypad and tapping the green call button, or by selecting a contact from the contacts in the phone app. Is it true? Is it false? Yes, correct. You can do that both ways. So that's true. Okay, so now the library is calling you. You're like, oh my gosh, I want to find out if my hold's in, so I'm going to answer the call. You're going to click on Android. Usually it's the green dot button and then the red phone hanging up button. You would tap the green to answer. If you're like, I don't want to talk to the library right now, you're going to hit that red button and it's going to take the call right to voicemail. Now on an Apple phone, it is a slide to answer. A lot of the Apples are slide. So you're just going to tap right on that phone call, slide it across, release it, and that's going to answer the call for you. Again, if you don't want to answer the call, you can tap voicemail, and that's going to send it straight to voicemail. Then you're on the phone, you're talking to us, maybe you're talking to me, I don't know, but you want to end the call, you're like, I'm done. Go ahead and just hit that end red button there. That's going to end the phone call for you. Okay, so 2 answers for this one. What should you tap to answer an incoming phone call on a smartphone? Is it slide to answer, contacts, accept the green button, or end call the red button?
C.
Yeah, C, A, and C. Yeah, that's correct. Those are the 2 you're going to use. Okay, so now you're out. Yes.
One thing I found out is if you're getting a spam call
Okay.
and you don't want to answer it, press the side button over here.
Yes.
It keeps ringing for them, but it disconnects from you.
That is true. You can do that as well. That side button comes in handy a lot. I do sometimes do that with those as well. So thank you. That's great.
Is that the volume button?
Did you guys hear? So he said if you get a spam call, if it's calling, you can just hit the side button and then it ends the call. So that is also another great way to not answer it. It is that side button on the side. So there's not the volume up and down button, but on the side, if you're receiving a call, so it's going to be the side button here. You would just click this if you were getting a call.
Yeah.
And it stops the call on your end, but it doesn't stop the call on the other person's end.
Phone off when I push that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yours does it with the up and down button too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I haven't tried it with that one, so I'll try that. I'll try that for sure.
So the reason you do that instead of just pushing the red button, if you push the red button, they know that somebody is there. Because a lot of these
They do.
want to see if you're going to answer your phone, they'll call you back.
Yes.
But if you, if you push the side buttons, then it'll just keep ringing.
Their end, which is
If
nice.
it's important, then they'll leave a message.
Yes, that's true. Yes. So that's a perfect way to do that.
So she's saying to do what?
Just hitting the side
the
button
side
as
button.
before. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. And I can show you later. We can do a practice call and I can show you for sure. Absolutely. Okay, so now you're out at a community event and you meet a friend. And that friend wants to take you out to lunch, right? So they're like, I need you to add my contact to the phone. what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your Contacts app. That is a address book. I say it looks like an address book. In my opinion, it does. Android might look slightly different, but usually it does still look like pretty similar. It'll be like it'll say contact, and it'll have kind of like a kind of address looking book. And then what you will do is when you open up your Contacts app, there's an addition sign in the upper right-hand corner. You're gonna click on that. I always think addition sign, add contact. So like that's a way that I think of it. You're gonna click on that addition sign, and what's gonna pop up is this basically this big frame. And what's gonna say is first name, last name. It's gonna say phone number, email. You're gonna go ahead and type in your new friend's contact in there. You're gonna put the first name, last name. I put test contact, and I added a phone number that's not real. So unfortunately, I can't call this person, but I'm gonna go ahead and then afterwards hit done, and then that contact is in there. So the way that we just a few slides ago learned how to find the contact and call, you can now do this with your new friend that you met at the community event. So this is great, and I'm adding contacts all the time, so it's a good one to know. Now we're getting into, yes.
So the Contacts app is a different app, separate app than the Contacts in the phone?
It's kind of. So the Contacts app in the phone it's the same. They both are the same. So no matter which one you go to, it's going to have the same contacts in there. There's just two ways to get to it.
I don't have that. I'll talk to you after.
Yeah, talk to me after. We'll take a look at it. Are you iPhone or Android? iPhone? Okay, perfect. We'll take a look at it after for sure. Okay, texting. How many of you text every day? Everyone's texting. Okay, cool. Me too. I'm texting, I'm calling. So texting. So you want to open your message. The texting message usually looks like a bubble. Android is the same. I think it might be, instead of a green icon, it might be a blue icon. That color could have updated depending on software updates, but usually it's a bubble icon, meaning messages. So on here for iPhone, I'm gonna click right on that text message icon, and then number 2 over here that I'm pointing at, it's a picture of a square with a pencil through it. You're gonna click on that because that's going to compose a new text message. So whoever you wanna text, say you wanna text a friend, you're gonna go right up there and click on that pencil to compose that new message. The next thing that will pop up is it says to. You're gonna go ahead, you can either type in the number you wanna text or you can type in the person you wanna text. So if you have someone saved in your contacts, you can type their name. And then if you have a phone number written down and you wanna text them, you could go ahead and just text them, type in the number right in there. Then you're gonna scroll down after you click on that contact, and you're going to click on this little bubble. It's a little hard to see on here, but there is a bubble here. You're gonna go ahead, click in there, your keypad's gonna pop up, or keyboard, and you're going to type whatever message you like. I have hi, how are you? And then from there, with the arrow pointing up, this one's green, sometimes it could be blue. You're gonna click right on there, that blue button or green button, and that's gonna send the message. Sometimes your message, it'll say delivered when the message goes all the way through. Sometimes it might say sent. So it'll kind of usually tell you right under the text message when it's sent. Sometimes it might say not delivered. That means the text wasn't delivered. So that is how you would be texting. So which icon do you tap in the Messages app to start a new text conversation? Am I pressing the plus icon? Am I going to use the pencil icon, the arrow pointing up, or the white message bubble? All right. Anyone else? White message bubble? Okay, let's see what it is. It's the pencil icon. So to compose that new message, you're gonna click right up in the corner with that pencil icon, and then that's gonna create the new message. Yes?
Sometimes
It's a white bubble.
Is it a white bubble? Okay, okay.
I did,
Put it up again.
Yes.
but I'll. I love it, it's okay, I can say that. Anyway, what makes the icons, sometimes they just wiggle, they all wiggle.
Oh, yes. We will talk about that actually, yes. So usually sometimes if you press your apps and it holds down, when you hold it down, they start to wiggle. And what happens is that's usually when you want to delete an app. Sometimes it wiggles and it might show like a subtraction sign. Yes, it might be just from if you're holding your home screen down. Usually if you hold it down for 3 to 5 seconds, it can cause your apps to wiggle.
I just turn it off and try and get later.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can do that, yeah. But I mean, if you want it to stop wiggling, sometimes if you tap the screen when it's wiggling, it should unwiggle. Or sometimes if you swipe up and then go to that home screen or press your home button, it should stop wiggling as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so apps. What are apps? Apps are programs that do specific things. So when someone's like, open your weather app, they're saying like, open your weather program or open your text app. A lot of apps, and I kind of was saying this earlier in the beginning, are your apps here, like FaceTime, calendar, photos, all of them are common apps that are on the phone. So I think you just mentioned the wiggling. Does your wiggling look like this? Usually?
You've got those little circles by all the apps right in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so that usually is because an app, there's just pressure put on the phone screen. So you might have accidentally held your finger on an app and it was holding down for a certain amount of time. Then it causes that wiggling. So that could be why. And usually the reason why it does wiggle is because it's to like delete the app. So there's like a subtraction sign up here, like in the, kind of like in the corner. So I always say subtract is kind of like delete. In the upper corner up here, so there's like a subtraction sign there.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yes, so usually if you tap right on that subtraction sign, it will ask you to remove the app. So for example, in this example, I tapped on the health sign, the health app, and then the subtraction sign, and then what happens is it says remove health, and then you have two options. So you can delete the app altogether, or you can remove it from your home screen. So if you remove it from your home screen, the app stays on your phone, but if you remove it, if you just delete app, it leaves your phone. So sometimes people want to delete the app because they want to free up storage, or they just don't want the app anymore. They used it and they're like, I don't need it. Sometimes people just want to remove it from their home screen because there's so many apps on the home screen that they're like, this is too much. Sometimes they remove it to the home screen, but it's still installed on your phone.
Okay. So
Yes.
all the apps that are there are running.
Yes, sort of. Like they're on there.
Because if you want to save your battery,
Yes,
you can go to the app thing that's on your phone,
yes,
get rid of the ones you don't use,
yes.
and that'll save your battery.
That is true. Yes, you can offload the apps in the
'Cause
settings.
if you want to buy them again, you can just go and find if you want it, come back again.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. So like
And-
that's the
and
great
they
thing.
keep coming. Now I get rid of a certain amount,
Okay.
and they keep coming back anyhow.
Oh, yes. That's interesting. Okay. So it still like ends up on your phone even though you completely deleted it?
Right.
Oh, that is interesting. I would have to take a look because I know like if you delete your app, unless you reinstall it through the App Store, usually it shouldn't stay on there. Unless you're like saving it, unless you're like just taking it off your home screen.
I just keep a certain amount that what I use,
Yeah.
and there are extra ones in there. Every time I going for something, I'll look and there's like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah, look, what is this and why
You
do I
know.
have this on here?
And then
That is
a couple of times
interesting.
I have hit on it because it says if you get rid of this one, it's going to take this one, and this one with it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have you show me afterwards so we could take a peek.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't they go into a deep sleep?
The phone?
Yeah, no, the apps.
The apps. Yeah, so when you're not using them, a common thing you can do too is like he was saying you can offload your apps, which you can, so it keeps your apps on your phone. It's in the settings, and if anyone's interested afterwards, I can show you how to do it. But it's in the settings. You would go into the app, and then it would like let you offload it, which means it's just not being like it's not taking up storage or anything. Like storage is in your app, but it's not continuously taking up storage, if that makes sense. But that's a good way to also save battery or save storage too. Sometimes why people might do that as well.
I get a notice that tells me so-and-so apps go into deep sleep because I haven't used them in a long time.
Okay. Yes.
But I don't do anything. It goes in there automatically.
It just automatically gets offloaded. That's kind of nice that's set up
I don't know if it's
automatically.
offloaded, but they call it deep sleep.
Or deep sleeping. Yes. Okay, totally. Well, that's kind of nice that does that automatically for you.
Yeah.
That's cool. But I also want to note that on the Android, usually when you're deleting apps, they usually use terminology uninstall. So usually you're uninstalling the app is commonly through Android. Okay. So which of the following is the correct way to delete an app from the iPhone home screen? Open settings, tap apps, then tap remove. I hear, which ones did we hear? C. Okay, yes, yeah. Touch and hold the app, tap delete app, and then tap delete. Right. That's usually what you're doing. Okay, so downloading new apps. So your friend told you about this really cool game called Candy Crush, and you're like, I need to have this in my life. So you want to download this app because it probably didn't come on your phone when you got when you bought the phone. So you're gonna go to the App Store. Now on iPhone, it's called the App Store and it kind of looks like an A, but on the Android, it's called the Google Play Store. So it kind of like, it looks like colorful, kind of like a triangle. Over in the corner there, I have it. So to download the app, you wanna go to the App Store. Here I'm going to the App Store because I have an iPhone. And then I am finding the search bar. The search bar is on the lower right-hand end of the App Store. And then I'm going to type in Candy Crush Saga. From there, it's going to say get. Usually if an app costs money, it will tell you like $1.99, $2.99. It will let you know if you're like making a purchase on an app. This one does say get, and then underneath it in really small font, it says in-app purchases. So that will let you know that there might be in-app purchases. So if you download it, there might be some way that they charge you in the app. You would have to confirm that though, or make the purchase yourself. But it does always let you know if the app is free or not. So this one is free, so I can tap get. And when I tap get, it's going to show up, like here it says confirm with the side button. Commonly, it's gonna ask for your password too, so you could either confirm with the side button. Sometimes it asks for your face recognition if that's set up, or it might ask for a password. You're gonna type that in, and then it's going to load, and then the little button over there is going to say open. Then you can click open, and that is going to open up Candy Crush for you. Now, once this is downloaded, Candy Crush is also going to be on your home screen too. So now when you go back to your home screen, you'll be able to find Candy Crush and you'll be able to play the game as well. Okay, so true or false? The App Store does not show the cost of an app before you download it. False, yes. Perfect. Okay, Wi-Fi connection. Do you guys connect to Wi-Fi a lot? Are you usually having to connect to Wi-Fi when you go places? Okay, perfect. So Wi-Fi is usually found in your settings app. Yes?
I have a Wi-Fi question.
Oh yeah.
I have Wi-Fi now, and my, sorry,
No, you're okay, take your time.
and when it wants to update, it's on automatic updates,
Okay.
which I don't always like, but, and I don't know if it's because of my signal is low, but it keeps telling me it's gonna download it at night, and it doesn't do it.
Oh, that is. And your Wi-Fi, is your Wi-Fi usually, because I know you need the Wi-Fi to do the software update, is your Wi-Fi usually left on, like even when you leave the house and come back to the house? Oh, that is interesting.
It hasn't been doing it, so but you know those little bars that, I mean, it's all the way charged.
Okay.
And it's plugged in.
Yes.
At night, but the little bars are not real strong, and sometimes we don't, calls drop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It could be your Wi-Fi connection if that's,
It works
you know,
like
if it's
it
not,
does. I mean,
like you're able to search the internet.
all that.
Yeah, that is interesting. Maybe I'll take a look at your phone after, because sometimes too, like if you leave the house and you're not automatically, your Wi-Fi isn't set up to automatically join, you might have to reset it up when you get home. So that could be a problem, or maybe the connection of Wi-Fi is not strong.
Before I heard that radiation's bad or something when you're driving and it tries to connect to other people's Wi-Fi things.
Okay,
So when I remember, if I'm not going far, or if I'm going far, I try to turn that
you turn it off, okay.
But when I'm just going a few miles, I don't bother doing it. It's the same thing, and it always shows it's connected.
Yeah, okay.
I just can't figure out why. And the other thing at night, Brian, there's a thing, it says special battery charging thing.
Okay.
At night, if it's like after, probably like after midnight, I'm thinking. Before that, it'll charge up, but after that, it doesn't charge. It'll say, it'll be fully charged at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning. It tells you when it'll be fully charged. Something special for your battery things.
Mine does the same thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was gonna say mine does the exact same thing. So I don't know if it's just to let you know that's, I don't know if there's anything super special about it or if it's just alerting you so you know that it's charged by then.
So you don't know when it is either.
No, I think it's just to like let you know my guess, my assumption would be to let you know that your battery will be charged by this time. Like this is the time it will be at full
But
charge.
if I do it like before 11 o'clock or whatever it is that it changes over to that, it'll charge up pretty quickly. But then
Okay.
overnight, it won't do a bit. It won't do a bit till it gets to that 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever thing.
Oh, that is interesting. I would have to look into it and
I don't
see.
sleep well a lot, so I notice these
Yeah,
things.
yeah, so you'll probably see it pop up maybe. I have seen that too. My phone does the exact same thing and it'll say it's charged by a certain time. Yeah. But it is interesting, right? Oh yeah, of course. So for the Wi-Fi connection, you want to go to your settings. Usually it's like a gear. And then when you get into your settings, usually Wi-Fi is usually the first few sections of your settings app. So when you go in there, you're going to tap on Wi-Fi. And what shows up is this big like icon over here, and my Wi-Fi is toggled on because it's green, but your Wi-Fi might be toggled off. Usually it's like grayed out if it's toggled off. But if it's on, it's going to show a bunch of like Wi-Fi options. So in this example, it was showing the New Lenox Library Public, which is a password-free Wi-Fi. Then it's showing New Lenox Public Library Staff, which has a lock next to it, which is showing that Wi-Fi connection would need a password to connect to it. So what I would do for this one, I connected to NLPL Public because I didn't have the password for the other one. I clicked right on there and then it connected me. How I verified that it was connected was this blue check mark right up here, right next to it. There's a blue check mark. It's showing that it's connected to Wi-Fi. You can also look in the upper right-hand corner of your phone. Usually there will be a little Wi-Fi icon that's up there as well. So if your Wi-Fi is on, it's usually showed in the upper right-hand corner as well. So another thing though is like NLPL staff here, that's locked. So when you visit people's houses or you're going to a friend's house, you may have to ask them what their Wi-Fi password is. And the only difference is that when you click on it, it's going to ask you to type in the password and then you'll get connected to the Wi-Fi. So it kind of depends where you're going. Some like public places don't require a password, some do. It just depends where you're at. Okay, so how can you tell that your iPhone is successfully connected to a Wi-Fi network? The Wi-Fi switch turns gray, the password screen disappears, a blue check mark appears next to the Wi-Fi network, or the phone restarts automatically. Yes, yeah, see. A blue check mark will appear if your Wi-Fi is connected. But then again, you can also look on the top of your phone too, and that will have a little Wi-Fi icon up there as well if you're connected. Okay, so now camera. Do we all use our cameras often in here? Do we use them a lot? Do you feel like you use them every day? No, some do, some don't. It just depends. Well, to get to your camera, usually it's a picture of a camera. You're gonna go click right on there, and then your whole camera is gonna open up. So here I'm taking a picture of one of our insider guides. So to take that picture, I'm clicking on this shutter button in the middle here. This big button, usually if you take a picture, someone will say, click the button. That's the button they're referring to. But then also, our cameras have a front camera and a back camera.
Right.
So usually there's an arrow pointing button in the corner. It could also be at the top of your corner of your phone as well. It's usually facing up, facing down. If you click on that, it's going to change the face of your camera. So instead of turning your whole phone around, you're just changing the camera on the phone. So that's a good one to use if you're trying to, change directions, because sometimes I open up my camera and it's a picture of my face and I wasn't ready for it. So it's nice to be able to use that arrow and then just tap on that and it'll switch the directions for you. Okay. So what do you tap in the camera app to take a picture? The arrow in the corner, the camera icon on the home screen, the shutter button, or the photo icon on the home screen?
Shutter button.
Yes, the shutter button, yeah. That's the one you're usually clicking.
No, I don't. I use the other one.
Okay, so photos. So photos on Apple is called Photos. Photos on Android is usually called your gallery. So it's usually one or the other for those. To view them, you're gonna click, in this example, you're gonna click on Photos, and then what's gonna open up is my photo library. I have a lot of pictures of this insider guide on here. So on here, this is my whole photo library, and the great thing about it is I can scroll up, I can scroll down and go through my photo library. I also can navigate it by months and years. I personally don't use that navigation to find photos that much, but some people do. It's a great thing to use if you're trying to find a specific year that a photo was taken. And then, and then you can also sort, usually by date with the arrows here. So if you click on that, you can sort the dates as well.
You ever go through and clean up your pictures?
I haven't in a long time, and my storage is at max capacity right now. So that's something I need to do today, is go through. Do you do it a lot? Do you go through your photos? Yeah, you do.
Sometimes when you take a picture, you're hitting that thing, make sure you get it.
That is very true.
You got 10 of them.
Yeah, it's always 10 of the same photo. Me too. I hear you. Absolutely. Okay, so some helpful tips with the smartphone. Making your text bigger. So this is a common one I get a lot, is everyone wants to text bigger on their phone because the text is pretty small. You can go into your settings, then go to your display and brightness. You're going to click on text size, and there's going to be a toggle bar. You can change the size of your text on your phone. If this is something you'd like me to show you after the presentation, I'm happy to. I think it's super helpful. You can also use Siri on an Apple phone. You can say like, hey Siri, call George, call my friend. That's a great one to use if you're having a hard time maybe using your keypad or texting. Siri can be a great option to use as well. And I always say, and I was kind of saying this in the beginning, if something goes wrong, you can just swipe up or press your home button, and you'll get back to that home screen. So you're on the weather app, you're like, I want to get out of here. How do I get out of here? Just swipe up or hit your home screen, and you're back to your main screen. I always say, like, take your time. You're not going to break the phone by tapping the wrong thing. Go through it. If you delete an app, the good thing is that you can always reinstall it. So just kind of take your time, practice often, because the more you're practicing, the easier it gets. And then ask for help. Ask maybe the person next to you today, or ask me, or go to a library, ask a friend, ask a neighbor or family member. I feel like too, when people ask me, I learn something from them. So it's always like, it's kind of nice when you ask questions, because usually we're learning from each other. So at the library, we have a lot of good technology assistants. So the first one that we have is one-on-one tech appointments. Those are about an hour long. This one in specific is for New Lenox library card holders only. This one is on topics like computer and email basics, social media, smartphone or tablet, e-readers, reading apps. So we cover a lot of those there. It's a great resource. A lot of people utilize this. They come in, they might have a very specific question about their phone. They'll come in, we'll sit with them, get it answered, and they're good to go. Another great one that we have is, now these two, phone basics and e-readers, you don't need a library card to attend these. So anyone can come and attend these. You do have to register online on our website though, or give us a call and we can register you for it. Phone Basics with Tech Tutors is held monthly on the third Monday, and then e-reader basics with Tech Tutors is offered quarterly. So this Phone Basics with Tech Tutors is about a 30-minute time slot. Come in with any questions you have, and then we can help you out and assist you with that. And the same for e-reader basics. So if you just got an e-reader or a Kindle or some sort of e-reader, you can come in. That's about a 30-minute time slot as well, and we can show you how to use it. Yes?
Or it says at the top part for the 1-hour appointments and one-on-one appointments, you have to be a New Lenox card holder.
Yes.
What about the?
You do not have to be a card holder for Phone Basics with Tech Tutors or e-reader basics. You just have to make sure you register ahead of time. Yeah, absolutely. And then another resource we have, now you can find this on our website at newlenoxlibrary.org/resources, or you can just go to digitallearn.org. This is a really cool website. So it has stuff like, similar to what we did today, phone basics for iPhone, for Android. It might have computer basics on there. You go in there, it shows you videos talking about the content of each one, and then it gives you a bunch of questions so that you can apply your knowledge. So you can learn and take tests and quizzes on it, and they're usually super kind of short, they're not super long, but it's a great resource to use, especially if you want to brush up on your skills or learn something new. That would be a great one to go to. Okay, and then I'm here for all your questions. That's what I have for the presentation, but I'm here to answer any questions, or if you have any specific questions on your phone, I can take a peek at it too and help you out that way too.